All right, so we are back on here. Thanks for everybody coming back. Hopefully, again, we don't have another issue the rest of the way, and we are just going to pick this one right back up. Ross Chastain in the lead, about a 1 second advantage over Kyle Busch. Austin Cindric, first driver, 1 lap down at 4th. Right on Busch's back bumper. Austin Hill running 3rd. Has Cindric in between Busch and himself. Caution's out again with 170 laps to go. It is our 3rd caution of the race today. Car in the wall. David Starr will bring out the 4th caution of the race off of turn 4. So that is the 3rd caution in the last 30 laps now. All of a sudden, we're going to have some pit stops going on right now with the leaders. And Kyle Busch is going to actually stay out of the pits. And this will keep a lot of the drivers trying to take the wave around to keep from getting back on the lead lap. Cindric will get the free pass. Chastain and Hill will be hitting pit road. They have about 10 lap fresher tires than Busch by the time they come out of the pits. But Kyle is already pitted for tires twice. He wants to save those 2 sets he's got left. Yeah, welcome back everybody again to the stream. Thanks for sticking out with the technical difficulties in this one tonight. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Busch will restart from the lead. After staying out of the pits, 10 lap older tires than Chastain and Hill. We'll see how this is going to work out. Busch with a great restart on the bottom of the racetrack. Easily clears Chastain there off of turn number 2. Chastain's been very aggressive tonight. We'll see if he can try to be aggressive to take the lead away from Busch again. He shouldn't have to be as aggressive. He's trying that outside lane, trying to get the run off the exit of these corners. Busch just kind of trying to protect the bottom as much as he can, but he knows one of these times Chastain's just going to get a big enough of a run on him, and Busch isn't going to be able to hold him off, especially with Kyle on about 10 lap older tires. But Kyle's hanging on strong for now. Cindric had to restart at the rear of the field there. I'm surprised he did not pit. And here comes another car to the inside. It is Anthony Alfredo in 5th place now. First driver 1 lap down. Busch, although he wants to keep the clean air, I think most importantly he wants to hold on to the lead. But he loses that clean air. That is going to really hurt the performance in the race car, perhaps, if he has to battle for the lead from then on. Lap traffic, always a factor at Bristol. I'm sure Kyle would love to go a little bit longer if he had to before that ended up becoming a possibility. Chastain almost got there. I think having Alfredo to the inside of Chastain is actually helping Busch. Because yes, Chastain's still getting the momentum off the top side of the racetrack like Ross probably wants. He can't swing to the inside with the 21 car there. And they're also side drafting each other just enough, slowing each other down just enough that they can't get by Busch despite being on those 10 lap fresher tires. Quite surprised Kyle's been able to hold on to the lead as long as he has since the restart. He's now moved up to the outside lane the last couple of corners. Man, he really drove it in deep through 3 and 4. Look at him. Oh, Hill tried to go up the middle 3 wide. Had to back out of it off of turn 4. That didn't work out for him too well there. Busch slightly gets into the wall. Kind of entered the corner too deep going into turn 1. And here comes Chastain trying to fight back again, but still has the 21. Alfredo to his inside, at least in the center of the corner. Look at Kyle Busch hanging on right now. That is unbelievable. 10 lap older tires does make a difference at Bristol. Let me tell you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Tires wear out pretty quickly at this racetrack. And here comes Austin Hill down to the bottom of Chastain. They're side by side for 2nd place. Chastain to the inside with a big run. He clears Chastain for 2nd. And now sets his sights on race leader Kyle Busch for the lead. Busch keeps going to the top, giving the bottom open. And here comes Hill. And he is there on Busch. Big side draft on the bottom of the racetrack. Clear off of turn number 4. Austin Hill to the lead, but Busch right back down to the bottom. Not letting him get away. Gets the drive off the outside of turn number 2. Austin Hill holds on to the race lead. Oh, Busch back in the gas a little too soon. He had to check up off of 4. Hill drives away. Chastain still trying to put the pressure on for second. Busch is not letting Austin Hill get away. This is unbelievable. What a battle Kyle Busch is giving Austin Hill. Now to the bottom, side by side for the lead. Off of turn 2. Into 3. Busch drives it in deep and he clears the 61. Now Hill with the crossover to the inside. But Kyle Busch will officially get the lead at the line with the lead change, but he can't quite stay in front of the 61. Another big side draft. They almost came together. Vinnie Miller might be in the way. Busch to the top, Hill to the bottom, and now Austin Hill to the lead off of turn number 4. Leads the lap, but he could not clear Busch. Cross flags, we are halfway home at Bristol tonight. Busch with a big run up the middle, clears Hill back down to the bottom. And now another lead change. Busch back to the lead. Back and forth go the 2 leaders at Bristol. Do I think he is too nice to other drivers? I think Chase Elliott is... I think when it comes to like post-race stuff, he doesn't tell people how he thinks, you know, like... I think on the track... he does what he needs to do as a driver. But I mean, sometimes you just got to go up to people in person and say, hey, listen, I don't like what you're doing. You know, and you shouldn't have done that. I would like an apology, and he just never gets it. You know, face to face. I mean, Kyle somewhat apologized to him earlier this year. But the whole Denny situation, like, that didn't go too well. Busch obviously didn't go too well, but they didn't speak to each other person to person. It was more Alan Gustafson and Kyle Busch. And then obviously, you know, the situation last night between Truex and Elliott too. It just seems like, I don't know, he does retaliate from time to time if he really needs to, or even Logano. Well, I guess Elliott kind of started that situation with Logano, but still. He doesn't really like talk it out. He just kind of keeps it to himself. One of these times he's going to explode somebody. It's going to be like, whoa, we haven't seen that out of him before, but I just don't know how much more of that Chase could really take. Ooh, 3 wide up there. Maybe check out a little loose. Busch starting to pull away after we had a nice battle for the lead between Busch and Hill. Kyle holds on to about a 1.5 second lead now through the lap traffic. Once they got to that lap traffic, Busch started to get around him a lot better, a lot easier. Still 140 laps to go at Bristol, but once again, this race is by no means over. What a battle Kyle Busch is putting on here today. Cindric's still holding on to 4th, but he's about to go a lap down quickly here. He's got side by side with the lap traffic in front of him. He's on equal tires as Busch, but he's just got nowhere to go. Kyle's going to get to his inside off of turn 2. Three wide into turn 1. Busch to the bottom of the track underneath Briscoe and Jeffrey Earnhardt. Ooh, not a lot of room. Almost made contact between the 54 and the 0. Justin Haley's moved up to 5th. He's also 1 lap down. Oh, man. Busch got really loose off of turn 4. Just kept it off the 92. Look at him go up the middle between the 92 and the 1, and boy, he made that work perfectly. I mean, about as perfectly as he could have made it. I mean, there was absolutely zero contact. Oh boy, speaking of contact, just bounced it off the wall off of turn 2. 3 wide to the top, got pinched. Still running all right. Chastain has closed back up to Austin Hill for second, but they're both about 7 to 7.5 seconds off the race lead. 132 laps to go. Busch has by far got the fastest long run car. You notice after about 20 laps, the tires started to even out between Busch's Toyota and Austin Hill's Toyota. Even Ross Chastain back there in third. Anthony Hanley, welcome to the stream. So I'm guessing you would say what retired driver would I like to see race these young guns? Would that be collectively with everybody in the Cup Series today, or would that be just with, like, say, the younger drivers that never got a chance to race with them? Sieg about put the bumper to Noah Gragson there off of turn 2. Busch slides around the outside of both of them. Alright, Ricky Rudd is a good one. I'm trying to think what driver I'd probably lean towards. That's a good question. Oh boy. Just got a little loose off of turn 2 there. Had to back way out of the gas, even on the brakes quite a bit. I'd almost, for this reason alone, I'd love to see Dale Earnhardt race with a lot of the drivers today. In particular, I'd like to see him go head-to-head with Kyle Busch. I mean, that would be... You want to talk about like a mega feud. I'd say Dale Earnhardt and Kyle Busch. And quite honestly, between driving styles... Well, mainly driving styles, but between driving styles, there's so much alike one another. Whether people like to believe it or not, I wonder how that would go about. That'd be like a dream feud that would never obviously happen for one reason or another, but I think that would be pretty cool. I'm talking Dale Sr., of course. Race Appeal Radio, welcome to the stream. Yeah, man, for sure. Hey, and if you're not subscribed as well as anybody else watching right now, please subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We got NASCAR video game live streams on the daily. Just got back from Darlington, so we will be back in full action, obviously starting here tonight with this race. And we got realistic broadcasts over the course of all of those races. So you subscribe for that, as well as other daily NASCAR content comes out. I know my race day highlight live video vlog, whatever you want to call it, did come out a little bit ago. So that is up on the channel as well from this weekend at Bristol. Or sorry, from this weekend at Darlington for the Southern 500. I know, man. I could just imagine both of the Busch and Earnhardt fan bases just... Oh my goodness. I feel like it would be Jeff Gordon and Dale Sr. to a whole different... It would be a whole different level. I actually, you know, I don't even think that rivalry could compare with what Kyle Busch and Dale Sr. would have been. Because like Kyle Busch and Dale Sr., yeah, their driving styles are so similar. That would have been insane. But then you obviously throw Jeff Gordon, you know, mid-90s Jeff Gordon in the mix too, and between those three, that'd be some good television right there. Nicholas Parker, welcome to the stream. Busch has built up a one-lap lead on the field now. Ross Chastain, second place. First driver one lap down with 112 to go at Bristol tonight. Kyle Busch definitely has the fastest long-run car this evening. Yep, definitely had a safe trip, that is for sure. Pretty much nothing bad happened. It was just pretty fun. Fun trip. Played about 3 rounds of golf, 3 different states on the way down there, leading up to Sunday, the day of the race, and then came back today, so pretty cool stuff. And I had that extra day off that if the race would have, for whatever reason, got rained out yesterday and ran on Monday, that I would have been able to stay on Monday, and I just wouldn't have gotten back until yesterday. Because I'm off of work tomorrow regardless, because I took an extra vacation day. Yeah, I was so tempted to get a die cast. If they would have had Blaney's throwback scheme die cast for this year, I would have gotten it. It's Paul Menard Maytag throwback scheme. I would have definitely gotten it. They had other ones there that I didn't have of Blaney, but I just didn't feel like getting them there. I did get another Blaney t-shirt, but that was it. Caution's out with 108 laps to go. It's the 5th caution of the night. Ross Chastain will get the free pass in second place. Kyle Busch will pit from the lead as well. And Austin Cindric is in 4th, 1 lap down as we speak. So Hill will get right back in the free pass position just like that. Kyle still does have an extra set of tires if a caution does come out before the end of the race now. So here we go. Oh, nice call. Green flag back in the air. I've seen a couple crazy and great restarts so far in the race today. We're about 2/3 of the way home. Will this be the final restart of the race? If we get to the end, it will by far be the longest green flag run of the day. Kyle ran the top side there through 1 and 2. Oh man, a little contact. Jones got right to the back bumper of Busch. And that allows Austin Cindric to now get under him as they battle it out. Cindric in that free pass spot is up to 3rd. Trying to get his lap back on the race leader, Kyle Busch. The top 2 in the point standings right there. Cindric goes high. Alfredo now to the bottom. And they're side by side, but Alfredo 2 laps down. Cindric is strictly racing Austin Hill for the free pass spot, and Alfredo gets to the back. And that left rear corner panel of Busch's car got him a little loose. Austin Cindric is there, but he can't quite get to the inside. 200 laps down, 100 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the NASCAR Xfinity Series on NASCAR Heat 5 on the channel here tonight. Kyle Busch hangs on to the lead. He's by far led the most laps here tonight. And with less than 100 to go now, he's the guy to beat, but by no means is this race over. We've seen cautions consistently throughout the course of the race that could definitely shake things up. It has a couple times, and we'll see if it'll happen again by the end of the race. Giving perhaps Austin Hill or Austin Cindric a shot to get back on the lead lap, back into it, and most importantly, the driver in second place on the lead lap. Ross Chastain another shot at it. He had to restart at the rear of the field after getting the free pass under the last caution, so that is why he is about 5 to 5.5 seconds off the lead. Busch holding on to clean air here, making it very difficult to pass. We've seen a couple bump and runs. Jones's didn't work, Alfredo's didn't work, and we'll see. Busch got a little tight off before, never had to lift, but now Jones to the inside of Kyle Busch, trying to get one of his 2 laps back. Alfredo maybe now to follow. Jones couldn't quite clear Busch, though, going into turn 3. He got close. Off of turn 4, he will clear Kyle that time. And Austin Cindric now trying to get back on the lead lap. That is a guy Busch does not want to see back on the lead lap today. Busch kind of crowded him off of turn number 2, and now runs that defensive line on the bottom to hold Cindric behind him, 1 lap down still. .93 laps left. We can definitely make it on fuel to the end from here. It's going to be a managing of the tire wear throughout the rest of this race here tonight. We have not had nearly a 100 lap green flag run yet, so we don't know exactly how far we can run on one set of tires. That will definitely make things interesting. Busch wants to get the win tonight. He has dominated. He has had the fastest car. It'd be a tough break if he doesn't pull off the victory to close into that points lead even more on Austin Cindric. Cindric has had the points lead since the second race of the season after he got his first of 2 wins at Charlotte on that second race of the year. The oval racetrack at Charlotte, of course. Lap traffic in the way of Busch. Slower lap traffic, that is. Cindric got caught behind both of them. Got 6 die-casts, man. Nice. Did you get the 164 scale, or did you get the... man, shoot, what's the other one? 164 and... I always forget the sizes. I always call it full scale, or like the little... I think the 164 are the little cars, but... I can never remember the full scale. Nice, nice. .187 is this. Oh, I gotta pay attention here. I really loose off in turn 2 that time. Gotcha. 164 is the full, and then. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know why I always forget that. I had die cast since I was a little kid, and I can never remember that for whatever reason. Meanwhile, because of how loose Busch got off of turn 2 a couple laps ago, Anthony Alfredo's closed right to the back bumper of him once again. Jones still kind of getting away, currently in 5th, 1 lap down. Or Jimmy's rally scheme, nice. Yeah, those throwback paint schemes in person look pretty slick this week. I think if I had to pick a top 3 for my personal favorite throwback schemes, and these are in no particular order, but my 3 favorites to actually see in person on the track were Kevin Harvick's Busch car. Of course, he threw it back to the old Busch series logo back when it was the Busch series, obviously, but now it's the Xfinity series. I thought that paint scheme looked really cool. Obviously, Jimmy Johnson's paint scheme was awesome. At the Richard Petty Dale Sr. double throwback. That was pretty cool. And I think a very underrated paint scheme was the 15 car for Premium Motorsports. I thought Brendan Poole's paint scheme, the Red Rooster, that old Ricky Rudd throwback paint scheme, I thought that looked awesome under the lights. Ross Chastain's paint scheme also was probably right there too, with that old 1976 Dale Sr. throwback scheme. The fact, unfortunately, it didn't have a sponsor for the car, that for the hood, it kind of helped pull that look off a little bit better. But I thought that was pretty awesome too. Those are probably my 4 favorites. Yeah, I mean, all the Hendrick guys definitely had some good schemes for sure. Those were just my personal favorites. There were a lot of other good schemes that I didn't really mention, but I mean, the list could honestly go on and on. Those were probably my 4 favorite, but no particular order. It was tough for me to choose between the 4. Oh boy. Busch about got into LeBay, and then he ends up getting into the wall. Just a little bit. Oh, contact! And LeBay goes around. Up the track they go. Brandon Jones got into him, and the caution will fly again, and that will give Chastain another shot. Caution is out again. Busch will hit pit road to take his final set of tires. And it is the 6th caution of the day. LeBay gets loose off of turn 2. Brandon Jones gets collected. Busch went high, and then as they went up the track, he went back down to the bottom to miss him. Great wreck avoidance on Kyle's behalf. Right around the race leader there. You don't want to see that, but he was able to avoid. We'll have 70 to go, and we go green. Cindric will get the free pass in 3rd. Terry Labonte was probably better overall. If I had to guess between, or not guess, but if I had to say between the 2. Green flag back in the air. Chastain leads the field to the green, but Kyle Busch on the top side, loose off of turn 2, hangs on to it. Keeping the foot in the hammer down as Chastain tries to hold on to the bottom. Side by side for the lead. Busch to the lead off of turn 4. Officially at the start-finish line, and he is going to clear the 10 of Ross Chastain. Kyle Busch back to the lead again at Bristol quickly on the restart. He's got about 20 to 25 lap pressure tires than what Chastain's got on his car, and it might be smooth sailing from here if we don't get another yellow, but that is the final set of tires. Busch can take the rest of the night. So if we do get another caution, and Chastain or Cindric pit behind him, or even Austin Hill perhaps, or anybody that would get the free pass spot to restart on the lead lap, but at the back of the pack, we'll definitely have a shot to try and run Busch down. Yeah, I mean, they both have a championship in their career, the Labonte brothers, but I think Terry was probably better, especially in his prime, was probably better than Bobby. I don't know how many career wins Terry's got. I think Bobby's got, what, like 19 or something like that? I don't think he quite has 20 wins. He just had a, like, he had a stretch in the late 90s and early 2000s, like very early 2000s, where he had just some awesome seasons, but he really only had like a stretch of like maybe 5 seasons he was a championship contender. Then you know, before that and even after that, he just wasn't really ever a threat again. Sage Castillo, welcome to the stream. Yep, we are back. Next race I'm going to is Talladega this year. They already did announce they were going to have fans. I'm eligible to go. So I will be gone, and it will be the first weekend of October. So in about 4 weeks. Well, a little less than 4 weeks now, but I guess it'll be 3 weeks from this coming weekend. I'll be in Talladega, so take another short little break there, but we will have some sort of NASCAR video game live streaming action every day from the course of now and then. 60 laps to go. Austin Cindric in danger of going a lap down here. We know Kyle Busch can make it on fuel the rest of the way, and his tires no problem to the end. 59 to go. He's got the freshest tires in the field, so by far has the fastest lap. Oh no, and Busch goes around off in turn 4. Backs it into the wall. We stay green. No, caution's out. Cindric got his lap back too. Busch got really loose off of 4 there to bring out the caution. A little bit of a spin. He cannot take tires. He will top off on fuel. Well, he's not going to take fuel. He's going to repair the damage, though. That is for sure. Trying to do as good as he could to keep the save. Man, oh man. Timothy Polk, though, welcome to the stream. Matthew Chan, welcome to the stream. Bobby had 21, Terry had 22. Gotcha. Yeah, they were both pretty equal. So Chastain will restart from the lead, and that brings Cindric right back into it all of a sudden after our 7th caution of the race here tonight. Green flag back in the air again. Busch still has about 25 lap pressure. Tires absolutely sends it into turn 1, trying to get to the lead as quickly as possible. Chastain to the inside. Busch messes up getting into 3, but he holds on to the lead. Cindric now all of a sudden going for 2nd place on Ross Chastain. Yeah, so my favorite throwback schemes, I did mention that about 5 to 10 minutes ago, but I'll repeat them again very briefly here. My personal 4 favorite throwback schemes, no particular order, was Jimmy Johnson's paint scheme, with the Dale Sr. Original, you know, obviously Good Wrench black paint scheme, and then the Petty mix. I thought that looked pretty cool on the track in person. The Red Rooster paint scheme that the number 15 Premium Motorsports Brendan Poole had last night. Ricky Rudd's throwback car. Ross Chastain in the 77 when he had his throwback also to Dale Sr. his 1976 throwback scheme. I thought that looked really slick under the lights. And then Kevin Harvick's Busch, old Busch Series logo paint scheme was pretty solid too. I thought those were my 4 favorite. So 50 laps to go. Busch going to try to pull away and hopefully smooth sailing from here. He almost choked away the win off of turn 2 during that last caution. 49 to go. He got very fortunate that none of the other drivers on the lead lap had pit, and Alfredo actually got the free pass in 4th under that caution. So Pixelated, welcome to the stream. Blaney had a good one. I mean, there's a lot of drivers that had a really, really good one, but those are probably my 4 favorite. All the Hendrick cars were pretty much honorable mentions there. Austin Dillon's is probably a close one to being one of my favorites. So Busch going to quickly put Alfredo a lap down again. 7 cautions again total tonight. Just less than 50 laps to go at Bristol in this 300 lap event, but Kyle Busch has survived to the end of the race one way or another and has led the most laps. And we can't take tires the rest of the race. So if we do get a caution, he's probably going to have to hold on for dear life. And with all these late race cautions in the second half of this race, that has brought Austin Cindric not only back in the lead lap, but he has worked as well himself back up into the second spot. So if Cindric finishes second, Kyle Busch not going to gain that much with a win tonight. He will gain 5 points on him. There's a 5-point difference between first and second. Then it's 1 point per position from every point back. So Kyle Busch, if he wins tonight and Austin Cindric finishes second, it will be a 3-point difference in that regular season championship picture. Cindric will still have the points lead by just 3 points over Busch going into Talladega tomorrow. Adrenaline Rush, welcome to the stream. 40 laps to go now at Bristol. And you see Kyle pulling away. Not only has the fastest long run car of the night, but he's just got the fastest car all the way around currently, because he's got about 20 to 25 lap pressure tires in the rest of the field. He's hoping it stays green to the end, or at least long enough for these guys to be put a lap down. The drivers he's currently racing with. So he's going to have to do his best part, try not to make contact with anybody, to run as clean of a race as he can, as well as others around him. 37 to go. So laps wind down pretty quickly at this racetrack. World's fastest half mile, Bristol Motor Speedway. 3 wide off of turn 4 and into turn 1 up ahead of the race leader. All lap cars. That includes the third place car of Ross Chastain, who tried to skim on by everybody there. And Chastain in danger of going a lap down now. Strong run tonight, nonetheless. He's led some laps here and there, and Chastain arguably has been the second fastest driver throughout the course of the night, but Austin Cindric was rallied back into that second spot. This goes to show how strong and how consistent he's been this year, and that's why he is the points leader. With a second place finish, he will continue to be the points leader ever since that second race of the year. We are going to race number 20 on the season tomorrow at Talladega. Oh man, a little contact, and into the wall goes Busch. Contact with the lap car to the inside of Baccarella in the 90. It's just ricocheted Busch. Ricocheted Kyle Busch to the outside wall. Oh man. Busch may be getting a little too desperate to get around these lap cars a little too quickly. He's got to be more patient. He's got a big lead. He's just got to take care of the race car. 31 to go. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to do another online lobby live stream. I definitely don't plan on doing one until the internet gets upgraded or whatever I can fix there, because we're having internet problems even again tonight. I know there was a lot of a lag issue the last couple times we played it, actually, but last time in particular was really bad. And that was the only time we've done it with Heat 5. I don't typically do that too much anyway on the channel, but I will, plan on doing at least a few more down the road, but we're definitely going to have to wait for myself to get better internet. Favorite food? Yeah, I don't really know on that one. I've been eating like a lot of chicken. Like a lot over the last couple months. Been on like a chicken crave. Any way you cook it, really. Grilled, crispy, deep fried. Not deep fried, even if toss some chicken in a salad. I don't know why. It just, but I probably have to lean the upper hand towards just a good old-fashioned cheeseburger. Fresh off the grill. Probably my favorite food. Ooh, contact between Alfredo and the last. Oh man, Bush's tires really spun getting on the brakes into turn 3. There's Cindric in second place, about to go a lap down. Boy, is he hoping for a quick yellow. Now, you would still be in the free pass position even with going a lap down here. But if a caution came out, obviously he would get his lap back. He would just have to restart at the rear of the field. 23 to go now. So that alone right there, that move off of turn number 4 and into turn number 1 really helped Kyle Busch inch his way closer to victory lane here. Still got to survive to the end of the race himself, but he has had a strong performance tonight. Just a strong car, to say the least. Everybody from 4th on back is now 2 laps down in the race. Leaving Chastain and Cindric to battle for the free pass spot, but Chastain is quite a ways behind where Cindric's at on the racetrack, currently for 2nd in case we do get that yellow. Less than 20 laps to go for Kyle Busch in the number 54 Toyota Supra. Looking for back-to-back wins on the season and looking for win number 10 in total on this Xfinity Series season. Despite 10 wins in the first 19 races after the conclusion of this race, he will still not be in the points lead. As far as the regular season standings are concerned, he will be just 3 points behind Cindric, assuming Cindric holds on to 2nd place. Very tight 3 wide. Busch still hoping everybody runs cleanly to the end. 16 to go. Kyle cannot pit for tires the rest of the way. His tires will be good to go to the end, as well as fuel easily, but just in case somebody takes fresher tires behind him, such as Cindric if he did get his lap back perhaps, and now Chastain will go 2 laps down. Busch still just trying to weave himself in and out of the traffic. Love to go. Yeah, I'm not sure on the start times for tomorrow, because I have no clue exactly what time my local Best Buy opens, and I definitely got to get up there to get that capture card so I can hopefully get Thunder 04 streaming tomorrow, and if not, it would have to come Friday, which would be my next day off of work. But whenever I can get home from there and from the golf course, I will be streaming Talladega for the Xfinity series on Heat 5 tomorrow, and then hopefully Thunder 04. But again, if we can't get Thunder 04 to start tomorrow, Friday at the latest. 9 laps to go. Cindric is about to fall 2 laps down here all of a sudden. Unbelievable how far off the pace he is compared to Kyle Busch. He's still running a pretty solid pace. Busch, oh no, he spins up the track into the wall. Huge stack up as they try to get going again. We stay green. Not sure how. 8 to go this time by. Oh my goodness. That would have been absolutely catastrophic for the 54 of Busch. He just got really loose. 3 wide to the bottom of the track. Saved it, but overcorrected it. Back in front of the traffic, into the outside wall, but he holds on to the lead. 7 to go. A big time scare out of nowhere for Kyle Busch. He's battled a little bit of a loose race car today multiple times, but that time he was not able to make the save at all. My goodness. Now even a little contact with Justin Haley there in that last set of corners. 5 laps to go at Bristol. Cindric still a lap down. Heavy damage to the front of this 54 car, but he somehow made it through the wreck. But he's got to be careful. He's going to back it off. 4 to go this time. We are literally just over a minute away from the checkered flag. Busch needs to take it absolutely easy just in case, because he doesn't know how much more damage that front bumper can take to the end of the race. Brandon Brown gives him a ton of room to the bottom. So will Jeff Green. He'll let the race leader, Kyle Busch, race on through. A race Busch, with the way he has dominated, needs to win. A scare at the end. Doesn't seem like it's going to be enough to really break Kyle Busch's momentum. He is still going to fight his way to victory, but this, again, by no means was easy despite the margin of victory. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go for Kyle Busch at Bristol Motor Speedway. Some people like to call him the short track king in the Cup Series, but here in the Xfinity Series, he's going to get another win on a short track in back-to-back races, winning at Iowa and now Bristol. Checkered flag in the air. Kyle Busch will win his 10th race of the season, and Busch now pulls to within 3 points of the points lead on Austin Cindric with just 7 races to go in the regular season championship. Wow. Victory lane for Kyle Busch here today at Bristol Motor Speedway. As we'll take a look at the finishing results to this race. 84 minutes total time on the race today. That is 1 hour and 24 minutes. Kyle Busch with the win. Austin Cindric second. Those are the top 2 in the point standings. Ross Chastain third. Anthony Alfredo fourth. Austin Hill had a great run. Was in the top 5 most of the day. Finished 5th. Brandon Jones in 6th, Justin Haley 7th, Michael Annett, your pole sitter, finished in 8th, Riley Herbst 9th, and Ryan Sieg rounds out the top 10 in tonight's race. We'll take a look at the DNFs here in this one. Just 1 DNF, and that was Landon Castle in the first 25 laps of the race. Pulled off the track up in smoke before we even had our second caution at that point in time. We also had 7 cautions total in the race today as well. Don't worry about that. I'm doing the point standings and the points calculations on my own here. And I can guarantee you that it is now just 3 points separating the 2 leaders. Austin Cindric is still the points leader by 3 points over Kyle Busch for that regular season title going into Talladega tomorrow. Austin Hill, 15.859, had the fastest lap of the race. Busch led the most laps by far, 242 of the 300 laps led tonight. Started 20th, finished first. He was definitely on the move. And the tough break goes to Noah Gragson, who finished 22nd despite starting inside the top 10 in 6th. So thanks everybody for watching here in this one. Yep, that is going to do it here for this one. Thanks everybody for tuning in. As always, we'll be back with more full race NASCAR video game live streaming tomorrow. We'll continue this Xfinity Series season. Hopefully we can get Thunder 04. If not, again, that will be on Friday. Post-race analysis video from the Southern 500. Sorry, I was on the road. Was editing the vlog video there. I was very busy. I was on the road coming back after a 10 to 10 and a half hour drive earlier today. So I got back just in time to get this out for you guys tonight. So that will be up in the morning as well. So subscribe for more daily NASCAR content if you like any of those suggested videos. The vlog slash race day live clips are also on the channel. So you can check that out as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. No set times for tomorrow's stream and or streams, but you can guarantee that there will be some action. So hit that bell notification button, keep a close eye on the channel, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thanks. Have a good rest of your night.